Hi, I'm Josh, and this is the first episode of Frugal Garage. Now, what is Frugal Garage? I don't really know, because I have no idea what I'm doing. What I'm going to try to do is put some content on YouTube that people can understand and kind of explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and maybe why you don't need to spend a ton of money to modify your stuff. First thing I'm going to be doing is working on this 1990 JDM MR2 with a wide body kit. Now the problem is the back of it sagged a little bit, and I only noticed this when I put different offset rims on it. That stuck out a bit further, and the tires started rubbing, but only on the right side of the car. Now the stock fenders in the back are still there because of the wide body kit. The previous owner didn't cut them out properly, so I rolled them as much as I could to get them out of the way, but unfortunately I'm still getting that rubbing problem. Now, once the car is sitting at the proper height, maybe it won't be so bad, but we'll see. First of all, I'm gonna put some H&R springs on that I got for free from Calgary, keeping it frugal, and I think there's just eBay springs on there right now, so gonna get those out of there and reuse the old struts because they still work fine. I will be replacing them eventually and probably just putting some $1,000 coilovers on, but just for the sake of being cheap, I'm just gonna do it this way instead. Fucking brutal, bud. All right. Now on this car, you just have to pull off these covers here. They're only held in with a couple 10mm bolts. And then pull this crossbar kind of support thing for chassis rigidity, and it's only a couple bolts anyways, and then you can get all that stuff apart. Once you get those two bolts off, kind of just come loose here. Just gotta undo the sway bar link and the brake line, and then undo the bolts on top, and then this will just come right out of here. There's no way to actually pull this brake line off without disconnecting it, and what everyone does is they literally just cut a notch in the side here, so it just comes out the side. Now here's something that I just discovered. When I disassembled this spacer was here and the mount was sitting on top of it. That is not how that is supposed to be assembled. that's it back in. I'm just gonna tighten everything back up and then do the rest of the car. You can see it's in there. All right, so the back's all done, and then now we'll do the front. So pretty much the same thing as the back. There's no engine up front, but there's less to take out of the way, so I just gotta unbolt each side and get to work. Just like that. The good thing about lowering springs is that there's really no tension at all on the top of the strut, so you can just kind of take it off. So this is how the strut came apart. Now if you notice, the flat part is at the bottom. So the previous owner installed the strut, or installed the spring on the strut upside down. It's supposed to go on like this to sit in this cradle. Right here, there's a groove. It's supposed to sit in there like that. So the previous owner was a total idiot. Okay, so it's about a week later now. I ran into a bit of an issue. After I put the springs on, the car sat the exact same as it did before. So basically what I ended up having to do was roll the fenders even more extreme than I had to before. I tried one time, got a friend to do it, but since it wasn't his car, he was being kind of careful. So I got a new fender roller from Princess Auto. They're pretty sweet, only 120 bucks, so they're not that bad. And then we ended up rolling the fenders, hardcore, heating it up like crazy and just doing it. I mean, paint was going everywhere and everything, but it's just the stock fenders, you're never gonna see them again. So I basically turned them into inner fenders because we got them over that far, and now we don't have any rubbing issues, which is awesome. So now we can go for a drive.